Hello, and welcome to Death Knights of Krynn Part 3. In last episode, got a message from the kidnappers of the Dream Merchant to meet them in the center of Kalaman's Bazaar at midnight, so that is where we're heading right now. Wait here. Oh yes. Time passes. Out of the gloom sails blue dragons and a red dragon holding a man. It hisses a greeting and sets the merchant down. What do you do? Of course, we listen. The merchant speaks. Give me the stones I may go free. Its message will not benefit these creatures. Give him the sleep stone. He takes the stone. A mocking laugh. You shall not tell. Get the stone. Next, the merchant says, Cook, win, and vanishes. Evil attacks. The message, of course, requests us to come under rules of truce, which means, of course, that attacking is not an option because we are the good guys, so we don't break a truce. But yeah. Fireball is such a nice spell. It reacts differently indoor and outdoor. It is substantially larger indoor than it is outdoor. So yeah, I will most likely hit my characters a few times on not the most friendly you can find, but so be it. It can be healed up. Now these guys are lined up perfectly for a lightning bolt. Yes. Let us zap away. Zip. Oh, I don't have to make the sound effects. I'm fairly sure they are in the game already. The silence of 15 feet radius is something that is very nice to use against a substantial amount of casters. And the trick is that, of course, they have a resistance check against silence. But your own characters do not try to resist friendly spells or spells cast by friendly casters, I should say. I wonder if that's why they always seem to fail their saving throw against magic. Uh, I don't think so. I think they will try to resist uh, harmful spells, but utility spells like Silence, casted on one of your own characters, won't resist the spell, and then go near the enemy casters, and because of the 15 feet radius, you will project a sphere of silence, which they will be affected by without getting a save. So it's a good trick to use. Most of the fights in this game and in the Dark Queen of Krynn for that matter will be the same. Probably going to be very samey in many regards because it's going to be soften your targets up with AoE spells and then go in and clean up. Um, Maybe not the most exciting thing, but it's part of the game. There's one more left to go. Hooray! I will need to stop saying hooray in this series even. We found pressure. Hmm. Let us go undetected. Set pieces like these will usually contain one or more pieces of decent loot, but there's no guarantee. The stars, of course, signify that something is magical, but as I've said in a previous episode, it is generic +1 mazes and +1 swords and plus razors AC6, which become common as third. So we will not claim that crap. No, everyone has fled. Always save. It may seem like I'm saving excessively, but trust me, there's no such thing in these games. Again, misremembering something. Hooray! Evil attacks! This is going to be sped up because that is considered by me anyway to be a random encounter. I made note of it earlier in one of the other episodes that I would just speed up random encounters because there's enough fighting that you need to do without having to bore everyone with multiple random encounters. And I'm running them at a triple speed. So it sounds quite funky. Unless something very exciting happens, in which case I will slow the video down because why not? And again, because this is just a generic encounter, the loot is rather generic as well. No thanks. Everyone has fled. Yet again. No, let's not cut through. And then I do it anyway, because why not? And I know it's silly. There's no repercussions even for doing that, but I just feel guilty. It's just a computer game, but I still feel guilty towards a non-existing merchant's stalls being torn to shreds. Yeah. That's why I don't play evil parties in any game. I'm not very good at it. So, back to the inn. All rooms are free. Hooray for that. Oh, I really need to stop saying hooray. I promise I will not say hooray again. Hooray! Always rest up, always memorize your spells. You never know when you need them, and always save. And the main reason you always want to save in these games is because even though you cannot have evil characters, the computer's characters are all evil, and evil clerics cast evil spells. The good clerics cast heal and resurrection. Evil clerics casts harm, which removes all but 1d4 hit points of a target if the target doesn't save, and destruction, which is exactly the opposite of resurrection. It literally destroys the body. As far as I'm aware, only the spell Wish can restore people from a destruction spell. We've heard of the merchant's escape. Odd, will you go to his shop in Wingard? Yeah, sure. Good luck. Return when you have news. You are shown out. I still insist it's shown out. So obviously, if my commentary is a bit haphazard, but see you I'll get the stone. Let us not think too much about the fact that we just reported the incident and then we get attacked by Seawax right after. That's definitely just a coincidence. Oh, Black Wizard start casting. Better do something about that. What about some arrows? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oops, lost the spell. Good. So let us return the favor. It is time for fireballs. Only to be replaced by delayed blast fireballs once we can access those. Let's give them one more, shall we? This softens them up quite significantly. It won't always be that easy. That was a blunder, by the way. I did not mean to go back, um, but I did. So we took some unnecessary damage. But what I was going to say is there are definitely areas in the game where you can't just blow all your spells and then go somewhere and rest. It has certain places where resting is either impossible or impractical because you get disturbed all the time. And in those cases, you need to conserve your arsenal of spells so that you don't blow your entire uh, memorized load in one battle just to be absolutely mauled in and following battle because you got nothing left. So, time to do a setup here. And ultra dramatic, slow motion. Took a bit of a hit. 52 damage. It's definitely not the hardest hit you can see from a backstab. Yeah, in case anyone wonders, by the way, it doesn't matter for the enemies, but it definitely matters for your characters. Going down means that your character or the enemy characters for that matter, but as I said, it's irrelevant for enemies. They are still technically alive and are bleeding, and you have the time it takes them to get to -10 hit points to get them bandaged and stabilized so they don't die. Um, that's why if your characters go down, you want to bandage them as quickly as you can. If you are knocked to below -10 hit points, you are instantly killed. There's no bandaging that will ever save that character. And that is why sometimes it will show that an enemy is killed instead of just going down. Again, it matters not for opponents, but for your own characters. And in my case, it doesn't matter for my characters either because the loss of XP, knocked out characters will not get experience, and you can get into encounters where the amount of experience lost because of your fallen character is so big, so I just decide to reload. But forever onwards, we have been asked to go to Vingard, but again stops you. Oops, our mistake. They hurry off. I quite like that. You fight gangs a few times and then, we probably shouldn't attack these guys. In the case of this building, I couldn't remember whether there was anything exciting in there, so I decided to go in and check all the cells out, because why not? But there wasn't. And I was about to leave, and then I thought, well, I should probably go and rest, because, yeah, random encounters and random encounters. So, let us head out. Midgard is the center thing you can see in the middle of the map. So that's why we're headed now. Oh, a random encounter, and try to flee but cannot escape them. And Skull Warrior, as they are called in the game, they are skeletal or skeleton warriors. Time to equip the mace, do more damage to them. heavily abusing the guardian mechanic. I just want to show off the spell, by the way. That's why I slowed it down. The spell Evil. It will. Anyone affected by it will, when they hit a supernatural creature, like in that case, the supernatural creature will have to make a saving throw versus whatever it is, or be sent back to where they were summoned. And it works against skeleton warriors as well. It's a very, very powerful way to dispel, or to fight them even. And we bump into more undeads we can't flee from. Normally, this is a spell you would use at something a bit more like a summoned demon or something. But of course, dispel evil. There are certain summons and supernatural creatures which are not evil, and that spell will have a no effect. Neutral alignment is such an annoying thing because it sets up all those alignment based spells to be completely and utterly useless. So just whittle them down, and I'm fairly sure one of my characters is going to dip extremely low in this fight, but dipping low is fine as long as they still stay alive. And I think my fighter thief ends up with 3 hit points, which is 2 more than he needs, so it's perfectly fine. I should probably say, I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I'm just playing on the medium difficulty. I see no reason to increase the difficulty because it does not give anything beyond just enemies having more hit points and doing more damage. There's no benefit for your characters. You don't get more XP, as far as I remember. So I'm just happy to play it on a medium difficulty setting. As I've been pointing out in an earlier episode, I'm here to show the main purpose is to share the story of the game more than anything else. So, yep, 3 hit points. So just fix up, rest, and let us head towards Vingard, because of course we won't be disturbed on the way there. No, we won't. The spoiler, we will. There are a few, of course there's the main quest and the main story, but there are also some set pieces around, and we will be bumping into one of them, and once you bump into it, you cannot escape it before you have completed it. So this is for much later. We run into a group of undead. Yeah, escaped. Come upon a heavily armed merchant caravan. They offer to show you their wares. Do you accept? I'm not entirely sure why I did that, but oh well, I did. Sometimes they offer to share their camp with you, and um, you can rest without any the risk of being disturbed. And sometimes they just attack. That's just random encounter table. Just making absolutely sure I had nothing I wanted to identify. And onwards you go. You spot Couture rounding up peasants and forcing them aboard a ship. If you attack, these slaves might be slain. Rather than let them escape, you disguise yourselves with heavy cloaks and go aboard with the others. You are led to a tiny cell and left there with a human slave. You show him your hidden weapons and tell him you're here to help. I'll tell the others, he says. Rest here and meet us down the hall to make plans. He rushes out to tell the others. And on that note, I'm going to end this part here and say thanks for watching. Take care. and see you in the next part. Bye bye for now.